The following program contains explicit candor. If you suffer from self-deception, Randall may not be right for you. Check with your political advisor.
Standing for truth in the four corners of America. Fighting for justice on the frontiers of the culture wars. And turning resistance into an art form. The only TV host arrested more times than Mahatma Gandhi, Randall Terry.
Help me! Help me! I'm broadcasting from boiling lava. Help me! Okay, just kidding. Welcome to another special edition of Randall Terry, the voice of resistance, broadcasting you from a boiler room with a green screen. Help me! We're going to talk about Michelle Bachmann. We're going to talk about secret negotiations right now for your transportation. This is genius! Today's program brought to you by General Motors. Hey, you bailed us out once. Why not do it again? And by the Obamobile, the secret vehicle about to be released, and it runs on, oh, you won't believe it. We'll tell you more about it later. I'll be right back, friend, after a quick word from my friend, Sir Reginald Bling. Reggie, get me out of this lava! Just turn the thing on. I got something to say. If you would stop being a happy slave, well, maybe, just maybe, we could be free. But you know what? It takes something more than going on with you, man. Barack Hussein Obama, John Boehner, Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, they are all cut from the same cloth, people. They are using us. We are that slave labor force. And the time has got to come when enough of us say, no, we just ain't doing this anymore. We are not going to be your happy-go-lucky slave labor force. We don't care how much bread and circuses you give us. We don't care how much you tell us you're going to give us one fish a day so we never go hungry. I am tired of being a well-fed slave. I want to be free. Man, that sounds like a song. I want to be free. I can't carry a tune like this. Welcome to the program, friend. Michelle Bachmann, checked out by her doctor. Everything is great except for those infrequent migraines. The cool thing is that she only gets those migraines when she listens to John Boehner or Barack Obama. And so what her doctor advised her was to stay as far away from the sound of the voice of John Boehner and Barack Obama as she possibly can. The problem is this: if she wins the GOP nomination and has to debate Obama, how can she prevail? The very sound of his voice would instantly strike her with an incurable migraine headache. She would probably fall to the stage, start weeping in the fetal position, and thereby ensure her demise with the American electorate. Michelle, I wish you all the best on those migraines. Well, as you know, the leaders of the federal government from both houses and the White House are secretly negotiating, lifting the debt ceiling, and new spending. Not just tax cuts, but spending. Well, we were able to find out some of these secret negotiations through a mole that we have deep inside of, I won't say whose office. And I actually am impressed with what they're doing. It's going to be called Obamacare. Now, you know that Obamacare is about the care of your body. But the idea behind Obamacare is this: if you have health care from the government, but you can't get to the hospital, what good is it? Obamacare. The federal government is proposing right now that every single American of 18 years or older be guaranteed a car, an automobile. The line of logic is very simple. If you've got kids and you want to take them to Head Start, paid for by your neighbor, well, what good is Head Start? What good is daycare paid for by your neighbor's dollar if you can't get your kids to the daycare place? So, Obamacare. Perhaps you're an elderly person on Medicare, and you can't get to your doctor. What good is your Medicare? You need Obamacare. Maybe you're somebody in your 30s or 40s and you're on Medicaid. You've got medical needs. they're bona fide, they're real, and right now your neighbor's paying for them through Medicaid. What good is the Medicaid if you can't get to the doctor? Hence, the need for Obamacare. But maybe you're a college student. You've got that Pell Grant. Once again, your neighbor paying for your college. Well, what good is college tuition if you can't, number one, get to college, and number two, take the road trip? Yes, road trips are a part of the college experience. If you go to college and you do not have a vehicle to enjoy the legendary road trip, what good is your college experience? You've got to have wheels of your own. Obamacare. Whether it is Head Start, your needs medically as a child, a teenager, somebody in old age, whether it's going to college, maybe you're a farmer, maybe you're getting money from the government to not grow crops. Happens all the time. Government pays farmers to not grow crops. How can you enjoy that empty field if you can't drive by it? And just look and see the bramble blowing through, see the random animals enjoying that fallow field. You need Obamacare. And I'm here to tell you, it's as American as apple pie. Now, there are many of you who do not know what type of a vehicle that you would want. Well, the government is working on that as well. It's called Obamabile. I think we should all stand in honor of the brand new Obamabile. The Obamabile, it runs on anything. Gas, yes. Electric, yes. Corn fuels, yes. But get this, water, garlic, the stuff you'd put in a compost and feed to pigs. They've even tapped into Peter Pan and figured out a way so that happy thoughts, just think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts will actually make the Obamabile go down the road. So number one, we've got Obamacare. Number two, the Obamabile. It's a miracle. It runs on hope and change. It runs on anything. It's a miracle. Hey, if the federal government can create money out of thin air, printing money as they do, why shouldn't they be able to create fuel out of thin air for the Obamabile that is paid for under Obamacare so that you can truly be equal with your neighbor? Now listen to me. If you are getting food stamps, if you're getting WIC, if you're tapping into Head Start, if you're getting Medicare, Medicaid, Pell Grants, anything, if there is federal largesse coming to you, you've got your pocket you've got your hand so deep into your neighbor's pocket, why not go a little further? Why not enjoy all of those government bennies with wheels of your own under Obamacare? And if you don't know what car to drive, why not honor the man who gave you all of these benefits and the ability to get there to enjoy them by driving the Obamabile? Yes, look at that. Look at those lines, huh? Who wouldn't want one of those? The Obamabile, brought to you by the man who wants to take care of you from the cradle to the grave. And he's got just the car to take you from the cradle to the grave. I'll be right back with some words of wisdom about silver and gold.
Randall always liked my father because of his wit. An old friend of Dad's one morning asked him, "Hi, Ed, how have you been?" And Dad said, "Ever since I got up this morning, I've been sick in bed on 2 chairs."
Moments with Moses. And if you gather within your cities, I will send pestilence among you, and you shall be delivered into the hand of your enemy.
Welcome back to the program, friend. We just got a text message when we were off the air from a young college student who completely concurred about the value of Obamacare and the Obamabile. He said to us basically, look, I was on the road trip when I was in college. We had to borrow another student's car. We were out partying, had a little bit too much to drink, and I threw up all over the back seat, and I felt bad. I'd much rather throw up in my own car the Obamobile. You go, young man, you go. All right, let's talk about silver and gold for a minute. Let me get a piece of silver out of my pocket. Let me see if I've got one here. I know I do because I put one in here earlier. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This is 1 ounce of Troy silver, or 1 Troy ounce, 0.999 pure silver. Today, silver's trading right around $40 an ounce. Gold is trading right around $1,600 an ounce. Now, you might have noticed a few days ago, you probably didn't because the mainstream media didn't cover it, that Ron Paul, that great congressman from Texas, Dr. No as they call him, he was the Grand Inquisitor of the head of the Fed, Bernanke, and he asked Bernanke if gold was money. Guess what Bernanke said? He said no. He said it's a commodity. He didn't say it was money. Ron Paul said, why are all these central banks buying gold? Did you know that the various central banks of governments are buying gold as fast as they can get it right now? And he basically said it's to hedge themselves against hyperinflation or against disaster. In other words, our banking masters know that the fiat currency, the pretend money, the monopoly money that they're printing as fast as they can, they know that that paper has no inherent value in it. None. It's just paper. The only reason that it works is because of the confidence of the person who takes it from you. Okay? You ever heard of Confederate dollars? You ever heard of Continental dollars? That was paper money that lost its value, and somebody might have had a mountain of it. And then they went to their neighbor and said, oh, here, can I buy a loaf of bread with my Continental? No, I want gold or silver. But here, no, I've got my Confederacy money. No, I want gold or silver. Because gold and silver are real money, I believe, decreed by God himself. I'm just saying that's my theory. We could talk about that another day. Bottom line is, in the heart, in the mind, in the history of mankind, gold and silver always have had intrinsic value, and they always will. Always, till the end of time. Now, as I mentioned, gold is right around $1,600 an ounce right now. Silver, right around $40. But historically, silver had the value, its value was tied to gold about 15 to 1 or 16 to 1. It always hovered around that range, literally for thousands of years. Right now, silver is way low. It is being suppressed, okay? It should be at least $100 an ounce, maybe $150. I read an article this morning that said that there are people who believe in the near future it will go up to $250 an ounce. Please hear me. I do not sell silver. I don't have any silver sponsors for the show. None. I have no vested interest in what I'm about to tell you. I'm only concerned about you. So, here's my advice. I don't have the money to go and buy gold. I just don't. I don't have any gold. Almost don't have any silver. Don't have money to go and buy silver. So here's what I want. I want, for your sake, that you go and buy some silver. Just buy it. 1 ounce silver pieces. Doesn't matter who they're from. Okay? Take that silver and just put it in the drawer. Put it between your mattress. Put it wherever it is that you want to hide it. But if the dollar collapses, if the government defaults on its debt, whether it's this year or 5 years from now, because we're going to default, people. We don't have the ability to pay this stuff back, okay? It's like the family that just keeps buying stuff with credit cards. Sooner or later, you just can't pay it back. Sorry. I'm sorry you loaned us all that money. We can't pay you back. Yeah. But then, when the dollar collapses, you'll have this. Silver. Hopefully some gold. Okay? And that will protect you and your family from the disaster that is coming. And there is a financial day of reckoning coming. So again, I say to you, I do not have a silver sponsor for this program. I am not selling you silver. I don't have the ability to sell you silver. We've got a few measly pieces because we go hand to mouth. But you know what? These few measly pieces might just buy us some of the other stuff that we need. like I said yesterday, it's an insurance policy. If you've got an insurance policy on your life, your house, your car, your health, what do you not want to do? You want to not use it. I don't drive around in my car thinking, man, I hope I get in a wreck because I really want to use this car insurance. I don't think, I've had a good stretch of good health. I wish that I could cash in on my health insurance and have a major operation or some horrible disease I have to fight off. No. You don't want to use your insurance, but you have it. Silver, gold, wheat, freeze-dried goods, some foodstuffs in case there's a run on grocery stores and you just can't get simple things, food to stay alive. Have a small insurance policy to see you and your family through difficult times, not if they come, when they come. Because I'm telling you, they're coming. I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, I'm going to talk to you for just a minute about earthquakes and why those hard times might just be a-coming sooner than we would like.
You can properly picket legally if you want, and you don't want to. Please stand up.
There are two places where socialism will work. In heaven, where it is not needed, and in hell, where they already have it. Sir Winston Churchill. Help me! I'm still in this volcano! Yeah, it's a special edition of Randall Terry, the voice of resistance. Welcome back. If you just joined me, I'm broadcasting to you from a boiler room. I'm telling you, you studio engineers, I'm giving out your name, I'm giving out your phone number, and you will not work for the rest of your life in the television industry if you do not finish my studio quickly. All right, haven't gotten that off my chest. You know that I am a Christian. I hope you know I am. I like to kid around. I like to goof around. I love to laugh. If I didn't laugh, I would lose my mind. I have been fighting in the culture wars for nearly 30 years against child killing, against so-called homosexual marriage, against the threat of historic Orthodox Islam to Christianity, and a plethora of other things like child pornography, land taxes, people losing their children to insane social service workers, that type of stuff. I have to laugh, or I would lose my mind. But in addition to laughing, I have to tell you the truth. I would be doing you a disservice if I did not warn you of the dangers to come. For those of you who are Christians, read your Bible, and perhaps read the prophetic books or works or prophecies of others, you might notice that for many years now, there have been a lot of warnings about earthquakes and about very terrifying weather patterns. We recently saw one of the most horrific earthquakes in all of human history, really, in Japan. I say all of human history because of the fallout regarding those nuclear facilities. Well, if these prophecies are true, and if we are, in fact, going to endure horrifying earthquakes, I'm going to tell you why. If you read a passage in the Bible from Leviticus chapter 16, read a passage in the Bible from Leviticus chapter 18, those passages talk about the earth itself convulsing and vomiting out the inhabitants. They talk about the earth itself reeling under the weight of evil. The blood in America, the blood of over 50 million innocent human beings, made in the image of God, babies for whom Christ shed his blood. The blood of those 50 million human beings is crying out to God for justice. That blood is crying from the ground. It cries from garbage dumps. It cries from dumpsters. It cries from sewers. And the time is coming. We cannot escape this. The time is coming when that blood is going to cause the earth itself to convulse. You people from Right Wing Watch, the Huffington Post, you godless enemies of life who mock the pro-life movement, on the day of divine retribution, where shall you hide? Where will you flee? You will have brought this horrific judgment upon yourself. But friends, you need to hear me. It will not just be those who killed children that will be judged. It will not be only those who advocated the murder of children who will be judged. All of us will suffer something. If there are cataclysmic judgments that come upon this nation, we will all pay some type of a price, because all of us, to one degree or another, are guilty in this Holocaust because we looked the other way. We decided we would live alongside of this evil, but God won't. And that blood that is crying from the earth will cause the earth to convulse. I'll take a quick break, come back with a word from one of our founding fathers. Mark my words, friend. Mark my words.
The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupted and become abominable in iniquities. There is none that doth good.
Noah Webster said, education is useless without the Bible. You see, friend, if we have the Bible, we not only have a guidepost for the means of salvation, but we also have the laws of God and the warnings of the judgments to come in this world and the next if we defy those commandments. America right now is in great jeopardy. And I dare to say that a lot of our jeopardy is because of the things we have failed to do, the sins of omission, the battles we did not fight, the evils that we tolerated. So if you are a Christian, take note from the scriptures that our duty is to fight evil. And in doing so, we are obeying the commandments of God.